Right, so these are these are the sort of stats we're looking at once we've farmed the dragon a little bit. So it should be at least level 45ish, or at least around there. So I've gone for 20 vigor, 41 dex, and I've just put into 10 arcane for now. The main stats we will be leveling are arcane, dex, and vigor, obviously, with a little bit of endurance and whatnot sprinkled in. But for the most part, vigor, dex, and endurance, arcane. Sorry. So eventually we'll end up at least on 40 vigor, around 70 dex, and 50 arcane. The rest, whatever level you want to get to, is just sprinkled in. That's the most part all you need. I'd recommend obviously endurance and shit, because it's decent, it's good. Helps you resist a bit more, and obviously more stam, never hurts. I am now just going to go grab the stuff that is down here. In fact, my bad. This is the wrong tree. I was going to go to that tree. Can't remember exactly what it's on it, but I'm just going to go grab it for now, see what it is. But we will be going straight after to go grab something that we will be needing for the complete set build after the end. Fuck the flail off now, bring back my Uchi. That is what we might need, actually. So I'm just going to take you back to Gatefront for now, and then I'm going to add them into my physic. I need to check what that spiked one is. That might be the one that we're after, to be honest, actually. Oopsie. Mix physic. So for now, I'll put the stam on. Enhanced charge attacks. Might as well just put it on for now. It's not really the one we're after, but it is good. Don't forget to increase your shit. And then I will allocate all of it into health flasks, because we will not be needing any of the others. And now we're going to make our way up through here, just keep the horse moving, you'll be good. And then before we even fight the first bosses or anything, we are bypassing them to go get some more shit. So now, we will be grabbing the golden seed. And if you just come up here, there'll be another grace and a stone store key you can pick up. Just grab the grace. Stone store key is literally that item there. Might as well talk to this bitch if you want to summon the jellyfish. In case you want to change build later on, the jellyfish can be needed for a certain talisman. Just keep speaking to her. Once you've got the jellyfish, it's all good, you can carry on. Just in case, you might as well pick it up while you're here. Right, whoops, on your horse. And now we're heading directly north. We're not going to go up to the castle, or we want to call it now. We're going to bypass it and come back later once you're even more OP. Because we'll be grabbing certain items that are going to help you with the first boss if you are struggling on it. So yeah, we're basically dropping down here. I'm just going to continue to follow this around. Which will then bypass... Oh my bad, wrong way. Where the fuck is it? Ah, up here. There we go. Because this bypasses the first and second boss completely, and takes us into the second area that you would normally get there through fighting them. And the reason why we're doing this is because we're going to get the dex knot, which just gives you extra dex. Can't remember exactly how many. It's around like 9 or so extra dex every time you drink the physic, so that just increases your damage overall from the weapons that I'm going to be using for this anyway. I'll also be doing like boss tips as well throughout. Like, I'm pretty much doing the entire playthrough. And whenever I'm on the boss or going into a boss, I'll explain when's the best time to sort of do stuff. If you want to play it completely safe and whatnot. There's another tier here. Worth picking up. And now we're heading straight down to the lake. And now, if you got spare runes, come to this merchant. You can buy a lantern if you want access to light in case you're in like a dark area. I think it's about 1,500 runes. Find out.
He's surprised, you know, Matt.
Just worth having. Why not? But while we are here, we will pick up the smithing stones. Because that is helpful. So pop my lantern on there. I can activate and have light whenever I need. Just by clicking triangle and clicking on the exact way that we put it. Okay, let's bait out these guys first because they are quite annoying sometimes. But it's a map piece. And now we will be grabbing this grace up ahead. And then just sit on the grace, de-aggro everything. And we are now going to be heading roughly around, is it this island? I think it might be that island. I think it's like slightly here-ish. Roughly around there. We'll just head in that general direction. We'll find it. See if we can just follow exactly on horse where I go. Don't worry about all this shit, just carry on. Disgrace. There should be another plot of land here, what it looks like. Yeah, and we are grabbing this dex knot. That is very nice. What we need, then from here just head slightly north towards the castle area. So we're going to be grabbing the grace that we need. Fuck it, might as well pick up the smithing 2s while we're here. This should give you 3 smithing 2s. And let's keep going north. And then we just bear around. Oh, there it is. There's another golden seed for us. And how close are we? Yeah, might as well pick up the map piece while we're here. It's only just a little detour. And it's basically, we are going to be heading up the staircase, which should be like this one. Either way, it's going up the staircase to the Graces at the castle gate. Should just be a bit more northward. All you want to do is bypass all the enemies. Yeah, just here. Bypass everything. Easiest thing to do in this game than fight everything, because you just don't need it. The runes just ain't worth it. Now you just want to interact with this Grace. And then there's a little jump off here you can do. Now you want to try and land as far as you can onto that rock. If you're too short, you will die. So you just want to delay the jump and land about there, and you take no damage. But the margin of damage is literally so minuscule, like if you're slightly lower than that, you will die. It's weird, but it's how the fall damage works in this game. Pick up these while we're here. And then all we're doing is keep heading sort of like northwest. And we will come into an open area, which there will then be a dragon, and then we get the key to access into that gate. Yeah, dragon is literally here now. So you just want to pick up the items behind. I recommend just these two. That's all you really need. And then just loop round behind, and there'll be a Grace into this foresty area that you can de-aggro the dragon and TP straight back to that front gate that we want to get to. Yep, and then all you want to do is TP. And now we can access into this location. But the reason why we're here is because we want to then TP to the whatchamacallit, the Grand Lift, because we got the both medallion halves. So then we can head up to the higher area that is more late game than this area, and then we're going to go to Mount Gilmere to then get the main swords that we'll be using. And I would highly recommend to basically do another save to get a second sword and transfer it over. But obviously you need 2 people to do so. If you can't, we'll just go grab a different sword that is the same sort of thing, which is a curved sword, because you want to dual wield them so you can get this stance. But for the most part, you can get through a lot of the game with just one of them. You can even use the katana if you like. The katana is more than good enough, and it has the sheath, which is OP as fuck. But curved swords are really OP as fuck when doing this sort of shit. So these catapult donnies just keep heading slightly more to the route. If you head too straight along the path, you will get absolutely murked by the catapults. So just bypass them by staying a bit to the side. Makes your life a lot easier. Because they got some kind of next aim on them, they do. Go, we are fully past the catapults. I'm just heading straight for that big ass gate. Can't remember what this item is, might as well pick it up. Yeah, we do not need that, don't worry about it. Just get the grace slightly around this corner. You never know if you want to TP here, but again, we'll see. But for the most part, you can get one above. In case you want to like explore something that way. Yeah, what you want to do is stand here and then click your interact button. Skip all of this crap. Watch it if you want, who gives a fuck. Alright. Then from here, you just want to come out and then head northish. There'll be another grace here if you want to get an easy TP up into this area. And then what I will do, because there is a talisman that is good for this build, but it is behind a boss. You have to defeat the boss. So I'm gonna grab this grace first, and then I'll give it a go. I'll see how much damage we're doing. If we're not really doing enough to justify fighting it yet, don't worry about it. We'll just come back. Let's grab this, and then get that grace. We might as well just give it a go. The boss. It's not too tough. It's just it depends if we do enough damage overall. So flask. Let's have a little go. Let me get back up here. Yeah, no, let's have a little detour around. Might be quicker to TP back to the other grace. Yeah, fuck it, let's TP back to the other grace quicker. And then just come up to the rune area instead of going down to the lower tier. We might not do enough damage, so if you just want to skip ahead to it, just to see if we can kill it. If it's a bit too hard, we'll just carry on and come back at a different time. It's not necessary yet, because either way we can't even hold more than one talisman at the moment. Whoops. It's basically just going down. Where's the hole? There it is, I'm blood. Might as well just drink this. I should have put the dex in, but it doesn't matter. Let's see how much damage we do against it. Whoops. Ah, yeah, it should be more than enough. Just don't risk it. Get the heal off when you can. I'm probably dead. Oh, I'm alive. Should be able to stagger it in a bit. Bear in mind, our weapon is literally level 1 here. Let's get the heal off. Nice, we should be able to just easily finish it. Yeah, should do it. So yeah, more than enough damage, just keep having to go if you're struggling. For the most part, you should be alright. It's pretty straightforward, just stick on this dick and then just keep attacking. And this is basically a talisman that when you are full health, you do extra damage, which is very nice. So once we're here, just TP back to that lower grace. And then we're going to continue on to Mount Gilmere. And once we can hold more talismans, it's worth popping that one on because it's pretty fucking good. Can't remember the exact bonus stat, but it's going to be a decent percentage. Probably looking at maybe like 20% or something. It's normally the way they do shit on this. Don't worry about this guy, just skirt past him. And there'll be a Grace just around this corner, but a skeleton will spawn off this boss. Just get up the Grace. And then you're pretty much good. And we continue onwards, ignore all that crap. Don't worry about that, something to do with like arrows and Ashen War. Pointless. Unless you're doing a bow build, which highly doubt anyone bothers. Got a nice little seed here again. This should be a smithing 5. Now, I can't remember what these items are, they might not bother getting, but easily enough to run over. Alright, that's useless crap so far. Yeah, all useless for me, don't worry about them. Just gonna continue on round, watch out for all the fire, little geysers. Yeah, there's a Grace literally dead straight ahead from here. And then we're completely ignoring that castle area, we just don't need it. All we're here for is the main weapon of choice. But as I said, you can use the katana by all means. It's just, I will be getting 2 of the sword over that I'm going to be using. Just because it is amazing. But as I said, we can literally use another curved sword. So there's no worry if you ain't got someone to help transfer over. Right, there is literally a Grace just around the left of this. And then from here, we are literally continuing on. Straight over this big ass rock. And again, we are heading over that rock. Don't worry about going up there, it's literally for a bow. It's a decent bow if you want to use bows, but fuck that shit off. Don't need that crap. It's like a pulley bow or something. for the most part, this is where we are here for our sword. And it's literally the second pickable item up right here. That sword is amazing. So if you are able to get 2 of them in one playthrough, highly recommend it. Get that shit. 2 of them, OP as fuck. We will just go up this ladder to get like a new grace. Don't worry about that fucking spider thing. Safe coming all the way back around there next time. Just find a grace. But now that we got this, we will then go and get some smithing stones for ourselves to level up the weapon. There's a merchant up here, up this one. Can't remember exactly what it sells, but just have a fucking check. Might have something that might be useful. The long ass ladders.
Ah, welcome, dear cast. Welcome, all you these. I'm hungry.
So basically just stone sword key. It is useful, but I wouldn't bother. Can always just come back if need be. But as I said, there's a more easier ones that are free to get. Yeah, so we should be nearing a grace when we get up here. And then we can just TP back to an actual area where we aren't massively underleveled in terms of sword wise. Because level wise, we're pretty high up there now, being like 45-ish. Which is more than enough for the first boss, but we're going to level up our weapon to make the first boss even easier, and I will show you a little trick that will make him 10 times easier, or at least so you have to do almost no work to him. What line is this? Don't even know what that is. Yeah, so let's just get this grace and get straight back out. Yeah, all good. So now we want to go back to the starting area, preferably this one or gate front. More likely this one because it's close to where we're going to be going. What I will do is probably end this one here, just because it's coming up to 30 minutes and people don't want to watch something for like an hour. So, and the next one we're going to be getting our smithing stones for our sword level.